We decided to put on the Expressive Web Tour, which is going to be continuing on throughout Europe, because we thought it would be a great opportunity to share with our customers some of the things we're learning as we get more and more excited about HTML5. It's just become a really important technology for people, and we've been doing a lot of work with that over the last year or so in particular, and we've learned a lot. And I think, and especially just talking to the audience today as well, you can see a lot of people just haven't had a chance to really dig in deep yet. So if we can get there and we can have partners with us and we can actually tell people what we're learning, tools, things that are going to be able to help them, I really think that's important. Whether it's in small groups where we're getting feedback on things we're doing, or whether it's in large groups like this where we get to either share information with them, tell them about the new tools, or just ask questions and learn sort of what they're doing, it's all important. So
find out as much as I can about HTML5 and how much it's progressed. I mean, I've been to quite a few talks in the past, and it's nice to know that it has progressed and they're still working to complete this specification.
I've come to just try and work out what things can be done with HTML5 on iPads and things, and I'm a Flash person normally, so it's just seeing what the new ways of doing animation.
Just come really to sort of expand my knowledge, to see if there's anything I don't know about, which turns out there's a lot of cool tricks that you can use.
Now, I was showing Dreamweaver CS 5.5, highlighting the hard work that we've put in to add HTML5, CSS3, and even some advanced JavaScript support within 5.5.
I don't use Dreamweaver, I used to, but I'd consider using it again as a productivity tool because it seems to be very, very fast and seems to contain all the features that I need. But after seeing Greg's talk, I would consider it.
New in CS 5.5, you'll notice that it's got a little icon here. This little icon telling me, hey, this is your corner radius, and we can help you by simply clicking that. We get a little box that says, hey, what would you like to do? If you're a web developer today, you know what's going on in the web, and you know that HTML5 is one of the hot topics. And along with all of the umbrella technologies, if you will, CSS3, as I mentioned, and even JavaScript, and every one of those is now just spot on inside of Dreamweaver. Turning on live view, I'm seeing what's going on exactly as it's going to be rendered in the browser, because we've also built WebKit into Dreamweaver. So it means that finally I do have a what you see is what you get as I'm coding. Whether that is just as simple as a page or even advanced interactivity with JavaScript.
It's good to see how you can sort of put things into the mobile view and actually how simple it seemed to be, whereas so many things you read rather than actually having someone explaining it. It seems like I've got to learn everything, and everything is like millions of languages, whereas we're both designers, so for us to be able to see the developing side. Yeah. You're saying how it's quite kind of more accessible.
Making it easier for someone who's not so technically minded.
It's great to always to be able to talk with our customers, hear what they've been doing, and and always have someone come up and say, hey, can I show you the latest project I've been working on? It's really, really cool.
I'm a mobile app developer for Orange Labs, and at the moment we're trying to move away from native apps and go into web apps. So it's more about learning all the web sort of technologies, how to approach it, the whole phone gap and everything, the approaches of how to design from small screen to large screen and cater for tablets as well these days. So it's that complexity and how to approach it, and that's kind of why I came here today. I'm interested in Edge because it allows me to understand how to do the animation transition sort of effects to make things visually more appealing.
I really want to look into Edge because I started using Edge, and I want to learn more about that because I haven't had time to fully play with it. But that's the main one I'm going for.
So what I was presenting today is preview 2 of a new product we're developing called Adobe Edge, which is a motion and interaction design tool for HTML, JavaScript, and CSS3.
And so you can start to do stuff that previously was only done, you were only able to do with something like Flash. And so the question was, can we build tooling that brings that same type of development experience so that you can create this richly animated interactive content, but do it using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript?
We did ship Edge pretty much as soon as it was capable of doing anything, meaning very, very early. But people took it and built stuff that blew us away, stuff that we didn't think was possible in the tool. And it's actually quite easy to do once you learn the techniques. And so what I hope people took away is that even at this early stage with HTML5 and Edge, you can create really amazing stuff, and that it's easy to do. I talked to a lot of people who were really inspired and said they're going to go home and download it.
Basic level can be used to give you information about essentially how you can improve your page. So
really the most exciting thing about this thing called HTML5, whatever this is the overall process of standardization, of implementation. We're getting an incredibly high level of implementation of lots and lots of these features, which was just unthinkable a few years ago. So that is just fantastic, and that's a recent development.
Everyone's talking about Flash, and that it won't have a use in the future. And so Adobe cleverly sort of changing their game plan, I suppose, to get involved with HTML5 and open source stuff as well. Like PhoneGap as well.
They're killing Flash. How can Adobe kill their own program? But we're just moving with it. Why should it be about programs coming and going? It should just be about design. So.
Adobe is here to make sure that our customers are going to be successful regardless of what technology they're using. We're very, very dedicated to HTML5 and the type of things that we're able to do there. We see it gaining a lot of ubiquity, and there's a lot of great opportunity to be able to bring that to our customers. So it's a big opportunity for us, big opportunity for the audience, and I think everyone's going to benefit.